Under the deceptive brightness of the sun, Mia, Jake, Danny, and Chris arrive at the Ridgewood Trail, their laughter echoing. The group exudes a false sense of security as they step out of the car. They stand for a moment, the trailhead sign looming before them, a silent sentinel. Anticipation hangs heavy as they venture onto the trail, unaware of the shadows lurking ahead. At the trailhead, friends gather, their faces alight with joy, capturing the moment with a selfie. Chris pulls a face, his expression betraying a hint of mischief. The peeling paint of the Welcome to Ridgewood Trail sign hints at a foreboding journey ahead. The old sign looms, casting a shadow of ominous mystery over the group's cheerful anticipation. Sunlight filters through the dense canopy as the group begins their hike, laughter echoing through the trees. They stroll along a winding forest trail, their voices mingling with the songs of unseen birds. Each step brings them deeper into nature's embrace, surrounded by rustling leaves and the earthy scent of the woods. As they pause to admire a scenic vista, the camaraderie among them is palpable. Their shared experience etches a memory into the stillness of the forest. The trail stretches on, promising more wonders, more laughter, and more shared moments. At a fork in the trail, uncertainty hangs heavy as a broken sign offers little guidance. Chris considers the paths, his gaze drawn to the left. I think we should take the left path. It looks more interesting. The path to the left promises an unknown adventure. On the uncharted trail, the friends follow Chris, their laughter echoing through the dense trees. They joke about finding themselves in a horror movie, unaware of the subtle shift in the forest's mood. The trees begin to close in, their branches intertwining overhead, casting long, dancing shadows on the trail. The sunlight struggles to pierce the dense canopy, creating an eerie play of light and shadow. The air grows heavy, and the laughter fades as the friends sense a change in the atmosphere. The path ahead darkens, beckoning them deeper into the heart of the woods. The trail ascends into the forest's dense embrace, its path becoming increasingly obscured as the hours drift by. The trees stand tall and imposing, their thick canopy weaving a barrier against the sun's life-giving rays. Light struggles to penetrate the ever-thickening foliage as the sky darkens, casting long shadows that stretch and deepen with each passing moment. The forest's embrace tightens, the air growing heavy and still as the last vestiges of daylight fade away. An eerie twilight descends upon the woods, casting the landscape in a mysterious gloom. The sky transitions to dusk, hinting at the secrets and shadows that the night holds. Lost in the dense woods, they gather around a tattered map, their hopes dwindling as sunlight barely pierces the canopy. Fingers trace imaginary paths on the map, each line a desperate attempt to find their way back, but the forest remains indifferent. A futile gesture of desperation as one of them frantically waves a phone, seeking a signal that refuses to appear. The blank screen of the phone reflects their growing despair, each failed attempt amplifying the silence of their isolation. Tension hangs heavy in the air, punctuated only by the rustling leaves, each sound a reminder of their deepening predicament. Panic begins to grip them as they acknowledge the grim reality. They are truly, irrevocably lost. As the last light fades, the forest transforms into an abyss of shadows and looming uncertainty. Dani's frantic gestures cut through the night, her voice a desperate plea against the encroaching darkness. Jake's measured tone is a futile attempt to calm Danny's rising panic. Under the shelter of a rocky overhang, they huddle together, the fire their only defense against the night's terrors. Beneath the rocky overhang, an unsettling howl shatters the night's peace. An unseen terror lurks in the deep woods, its presence announced by echoing howls that pierce the stillness. The fire crackles and pops, its light dancing wildly, as shadows twist and writhe across the surrounding trees. The eerie shadows deepen, transforming familiar shapes into monstrous figures that seem to claw at the edge of the firelight. Sleep offers no escape as the haunting cries of the unknown echo through the night, stirring fear and dread. As dawn breaks over the campsite, the first rays of sunlight pierce through the dense canopy, painting their humble tent in a warm glow. Yawns and stretches break the morning stillness as they emerge from their slumber, unaware of the unsettling discovery that awaits. A ring of small, mysterious footprints encircles their tent, an enigma etched into the soft earth. Too delicate to be the work of beast, too symmetrical to be natural. The footprints whisper of something else entirely. A shiver courses down their spines as the realization dawns they are not alone, and something inexplicable is watching. They ascend the hill, their hope of finding familiar landmarks soon turning into a chilling realization. The vast expanse of the forest stretches before them, an endless sea of green that swallows all sense of direction. A disorienting view unfolds, where every tree and ridge mirrors another, trapping them in an infinite loop of sameness. The forest looms, an ageless, boundless entity that seems to mock their efforts to escape its grasp. Sunlight dapples the forest floor as they venture deeper, unaware of the macabre discovery that awaits. The path ahead twists, sunlight barely reaching the forest floor, hinting at secrets hidden in the shadows. A chilling sight, animal bones meticulously arranged in a spiral, a silent testament to a dark ritual. The spiral of bones seems to pulse with an eerie energy, casting a pall of unease over the forest's tranquility. The forest silence deepens, broken only by the rustling leaves, as the spiral of bones looms, a stark reminder of mortality. The forest's usual symphony of life fades, leaving an unsettling stillness. Every rustle and chirp vanishes, amplifying the sense of isolation. The absence of birdsong and wind creates a vacuum of silence. Footsteps echo with unusual clarity in the unnerving quiet. The crunch of each step becomes a stark reminder of their presence. The oppressive silence weighs heavily, intensifying the growing unease. The tent stands alone against the encroaching darkness, its nylon walls trembling in the chilling night breeze. Unseen entities lurk just beyond the tree line, their whispered voices carried on the wind. A presence whispers, something not quite human, stirring unease. Mia's voice cracks, fear lacing every word. I swear I saw something move between the trees, with glowing eyes. Her wide eyes reflect the dancing shadows, amplifying the terror of the unseen. The whispers intensify, growing closer, as unseen eyes pierce the night. After 3 grueling days, an abandoned cabin emerges from the wilderness, its decaying facade, a beacon of false hope. Rotting wood and ominous scratches hint at a dark history, casting a shadow over their weary faces. As they approach, the air grows heavy with disappointment, their initial hope replaced by a chilling realization. The cabin's desolate state mirrors their fading spirits, the promise of shelter dissolving into a stark reality of abandonment. Despair settles heavily upon them, the cabin a stark monument to shattered expectations. Sunlight pierces the grimy windows of the abandoned cabin, casting dancing dust motes in the air. The heavy scent of decay fills the air, a silent testament to time's passage. Amidst the decay, a dusty journal lies open on a rickety table, its pages filled with shaky handwriting. The pages whisper secrets, etched in shaky handwriting that hints at a tormented soul. A haunting warning echoes from the past. Don't follow the lights. The warning hangs in the air, a chilling premonition of the dangers that lie ahead. As dusk settles, Jake dismisses the journal's ominous warning, his disbelief echoing in the silent forest. A soft, ethereal light emerges, an otherworldly beacon between the ancient trees. The light beckons, drawing them deeper into the forest's embrace. Jake hesitates, drawn by the gentle beckoning of the light, his skepticism waning in the face of the inexplicable. The forest watches, holding its breath as Jake considers the glowing invitation. A silent agreement passes between them, a decision made to follow the mysterious guide into the deepening twilight. In the dense forest, Chris races against the encroaching darkness, his breath a visible cloud in the frigid air. A beacon of hope flickers in the distance, spurring Chris onward with the promise of rescue. Drawn deeper into the woods, the trees close in around Chris, their shadows twisting into menacing shapes. He vanishes into the inky blackness, his fate uncertain in the heart of the night. Deep in the forest, the beam of Chris's flashlight glints weakly from the forest floor. Nearby, a shredded backpack lies discarded, a grim testament to a violent struggle. Dani stares up at the tree trunk, marked with claw-like scratches, her breath catching in her throat. A wave of horror washes over Dani as the forest silence screams the truth. They push through the dense forest, each step a struggle against the tangled undergrowth. No matter how far they venture, the trees mock them, their forms eerily familiar, the sunlight unyieldingly constant. A chilling realization dawns as they stumble back into the same clearing, the starting point of their futile escape. The forest toys with them, its paths twisting and turning in ways that defy reason. The trees stand as silent sentinels, bearing witness to the futility of their struggle. Despair settles in as they realize the forest's cruel game, its paths leading only back to where they began. In the darkness of the campsite, a faint light flickers, growing steadily brighter. The air crackles with an unseen energy, casting shadows that dance and writhe with eerie life. A palpable sense of desperation settles over the campsite, heavy and suffocating. Mia's voice cuts through the night, a desperate plea to ignore the encroaching presence. Ignore it, please, just ignore it. The light intensifies, bathing the campsite in an unsettling glow as the shadows deepen, twisting into grotesque shapes. The desperation in Mia's voice echoes through the night, a fragile shield against the unseen force. In the dead of night, a faint light flickers through the dense forest, beckoning the desperate. Jake, half delirious, stumbles toward the light, his hope turning into a fatal error. Unseen, a deadly trap awaits a pit concealed in darkness, filled with the bones of past victims. Jake plummets into the abyss, the light's promise turning into a horrifying reality. His piercing screams shatter the night silence, echoing through the ancient woods. The forest remains indifferent, its ancient trees bearing witness to Jake's agonizing fate. Under the cloak of night, Dani and Mia fight against gravity, their muscles screaming as they try to rescue Jake. Jake hangs limply between life and death, his body a canvas of crimson, his torn clothes whispering tales of torment. Their faces, illuminated by the faint starlight, are maps of exhaustion, each line a testament to their fading hope. The oppressive darkness watches, a silent predator feeding on their dwindling strength and courage. With a final surge of adrenaline, they pull Jake from the pit, his broken body a heavy burden in their weary arms. They collapse onto the ground, Jake's blood staining the earth, a grim reminder of the battle they are desperately trying to win. The forest awakens on the fifth day, sunlight piercing through the dense canopy, unaware of the dread that looms. A chilling realization dawns as they rise. The forest holds secrets darker than night. Strange symbols scar the trees, a silent warning etched into the bark. The journal whispers a haunting truth. The forest marks its prey before the taking. The trees stand as silent sentinels, their marked bark a chilling omen. Fear tightens its grip as the forest's ancient warning echoes in their minds. Sunlight weaves through the dense forest canopy, casting dappled shadows on the forest floor. Dani kneels by the stream, the gentle gurgle of water momentarily masking the forest's hidden dangers. A piercing scream shatters the tranquility, cutting off abruptly, leaving an echoing silence. Mia and Jake stand frozen, their faces etched with terror as the forest holds its breath. Silence descends, heavy and ominous, broken only by the rustling leaves as unseen eyes watch.